Good morning. How are you? So I'm trying out a new microphone situation today, so let's see if it works. On my end, I hear a lot of side noise, but I practiced a few times and I don't hear much when I do the replay. But if you've got any extra noise, I'd love your input today so that I know what I need to adjust. And it's just an interesting sensation going on here as I listen to myself, which I typically don't do because I just speak into the microphone. So I want to talk today about the confusion that a lot of people have, the overwhelm that many have about what it is that they need to do to be successful in social media marketing. And so many people are looking at what so many other people are doing without asking the question, is this process right for me? And it's a hard decision to have. It's a hard conversation to have because there's so many platforms out there. So let's just take a look. Let me list a few. I'm not going to profess to know them all, but there's YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Reels, TikTok, Noble Goldman, and some other platforms in which you can share your knowledge or educate on your product or make your promotion around health, whatever it is that you'd like to do. So now, once you have all those platforms in front of you, you have to make choices. Where will you find your audience? Who's out there? Now, we can go do research and decide that so many age groups hit this group, so many age groups hit this group, young mothers will probably hit this group, but where do seniors go? You got to have the questions, you got to do the research, and then you still got to do a little bit of trial by error. So you don't do this trial by error by taking them all on at once. You take on one or two, and then you really begin to see what's working. But you got to have a system first. But I'm going to come back to that. So at successwithmarla.com, I help you sort which platform is yours according to the audience you currently have. And if there's a new audience that you want to seek, you may have to shift a platform. Then what are the skills that are effective? And I'm going to leave that term algorithm out of the conversation here. What is going to engage you on one platform versus the other? Well, as we all know, Facebook likes people who laugh and share good humor and then share some educational tips. On Facebook, they like study groups where they can get involved and take a long time to get to know you and eventually maybe buy your product. On Facebook, we have Messenger where you have to learn to communicate with people well. So I'm going to give you one tip today, and it works on Facebook and it works on LinkedIn. It is not a win if you get a lot of people connected to you. The win is how many people does it take for you to make a sale a day? That's the win. So if you had only 500 people connected to you on Facebook or LinkedIn, and those people loved you, bought from you, liked your offers, responded to you, not every one of them is going to respond each time you put out an offer. But that is actually a better strategy than trying to go and talk to the masses. So the challenge really when you're using social media is to find your audience, find your people, find people who can learn from you. So I have a select group that I know learns from me, and they let me know, they give me good feedback, and they'll probably give me feedback today on the sound quality on this video. And then there's others that I'm always trying to meet. But when I try to meet them, think about this example. Well, first of all, let me back up. You don't just send somebody a friend request without why you were curious about connecting with them. You just don't. Because it's the same as walking by somebody in a coffee shop and saying, here, let me put my business card in your pocket. And if you ever get to look at it and you're curious and you give me a call, maybe we'll meet. Anybody out there do that? Then you don't do that on Facebook Messenger. You don't do that on LinkedIn. So I have more on that. We'll cover that next week. So then let's go back. You're trying to build a business online. You want some social media skills. There's all sorts of tools to use. Tools. What am I talking about? A lot of it's software. So let's just name a few. I'm using StreamYard. And then I use Zoom when I do webinars. And I do Canva to do my posting artwork. And then I use a customer relationship management system. And then I build funnels that have offers. And then I use an automated email system. So I have a lot of software I'm playing with. Well, sometimes people are confused. They're trying to build leads or an audience or connections on Facebook and LinkedIn, but they don't have a good customer relationship management system. They don't have a funnel system to keep presenting offers, and they don't have an automated email system to stay in touch with those people. So the challenge is when you're trying to build a list of people, you have to at the same time have a strategy around what is the communication you're going to have to do with these people. Well, then that's where the next thing comes in, which is called education. What kind of sales and marketing and copywriting and finance, what kind of education do you need in order to not only present yourself well, but to go out there and get the results that you want? So what I do is I help people with the picks and the shovels. What does that mean? It means I help you pick the software tools that you can use effectively immediately. We'll pick one or two platforms that you can use immediately and effectively to build your audience. And then we'll look at the key pieces of education that you need. So every day on Facebook, there must be hundreds of offers for this 5-day challenge, this 3-day challenge. I've made $1 million, I make millionaires, whatever it is that you see. But that's all well and good. They got your attention. Now you, as a discerning buyer, want to go back and say, I can attend this class and I'm going to pick up 2 nuggets, and you make sure you pick up those 2 nuggets. But you also want to say, if their style is not my style, how do I amend what they teach me and make something successful for me? And that's where somebody like me comes in as a mentor. I help people match their style to the process. So I can sit through a lot of seminars myself, but I have to understand, I have to come back to my core being. Who am I? Well, I'm pretty intrepid. I'm going to take on some challenges, but I also know that I get stressed out with technology if I can't find my answers. So last year I took a class from a master funnel builder, but that's all he was a master funnel builder. And the whole class is, I'm signed up for a 30-day class, like 1 hour a day. I'm a consumer. I like to get it in a bullet, and then I want to work with it. So first of all, I knew that would be pretty unusual if I made it the full 30 days. I made it 3 days. Because I realized after 3 hours that he's teaching me a funnel, but every day, 3 or 4 times, he kept saying, you just have to make offers and put them out there and see what works. Well, how much time does that take? And then, of course, he brings somebody on stage who made her first offer work in 90 days. But some people don't have 90 days. Some people need something that's going to work right now. So then you want to get somebody like me or some of my friends who can help you sort and get into some action now. So all you have to do to get a hold of me is to contact me at successwithmarla.com. And currently I have a small offer out there on one of the platforms, but I may change that. What you want to do is to just get on my list. And then in that, when you get that, you're going to get an offer to have a conversation with me to find a strategy that works for you. I do clarity strategy sessions with people for free to meet you, to have you understand if I bring you value, or am I just one of those other talking heads that's out there that has a lot of opportunities for you, but they don't fit you. I turn away clients or I refer them to the person that can help them if I am not the person. Now, in this day and age of everybody wanting to grow to a millionaire, I feel that that's the best way I grow, is to find you who you match up with best. Most often it might be me, but many times it won't be. So I'll connect you with who it is because I have resources and I love to do that. But let's get back to the situation. You're confused because you're choosing a platform. You can't tell if it's paying off. You can't tell what other tools do you need to do, or is that just a rat hole? You could let that one go for now. You don't need to worry about it. What products are you marketing? Do you even know how to have the right conversation around those products? Or are you just pitching what somebody told you? You got to come from you, your heart, with your marketing. And then what education do you have that you can put to use? And then is there new education you need? So the biggest mistake I see people making right now in education is they get more and more and more, but they have not implemented what it was they already learned. When we learn something, we have to implement or we don't move forward. So I find it fascinating at how many people think that the problem is motivation. The thing that stops people more than anything is lack of awareness around a strategy. How do you take that first step? You can be as inspired as you want to be. You can get up every day and do affirmations, sing songs, write in your gratitude book. But if you don't know step one to get into action, it's implementation that produces the results, not motivation. So if you're really ready to get grounded, get some clarity, and figure out how do you simplify this thing that looks so complex, then we should connect. Successwithmarla.com. It's that simple. Just connect in, and I'll invite you to my study group. I'll set a 15 or 30-minute free clarity call with you, and then we'll see if I have some pathways that I can share with you. And if not me, I've done enough research. I'll send you where you need to go. So let's talk soon and enjoy your day. And I will be back on again Monday at 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.